Imagine waking up one morning and realizing the world no longer needs you. Your job is gone. Your decisions are made by machines. And artificial intelligence is running the world faster than anyone expected. Science fiction is becoming reality. But the biggest question isn't what AI can do. It's what will happen to us. It's what will happen. This is real truth.
92 million. Just let that number sink in for a second. In the very near future, 92 million jobs will be completely displaced, erased, or fundamentally transformed by the sweeping tide of automation. And we're not talking about some distant sci-fi century. We are talking about the end of this decade.
Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're stepping into a cinematic countdown to the year 2030, piecing together a vivid, honestly almost chilling puzzle of our very near future. Now, we aren't relying on guesswork here. We're using hard, verified data drawn directly from the Stanford AI Index, the World Economic Forum, and deep dive McKinsey reports. The reality is, the future is arriving much, much faster than our institutions can adapt to it.
Part 1. The Dawn of Superintelligence.
We've got to start by looking at how rapidly and, frankly, frighteningly, artificial intelligence has evolved. We've moved so far beyond simple chatbots that write your emails. We're entering an era where machines are actually beginning to reason. AI capabilities are rapidly outpacing the very human baselines we built to measure them. Recently, frontier models gained an astounding 30 percentage points in a single year on humanity's last exam, which is this highly rigorous benchmark built specifically to be hard for AI. Evaluations that were meant to challenge machines for years are literally being crushed in mere months.
And it's not just about passing tests either. These neural networks are scaling well beyond human speed in practical, everyday applications. For instance, Anthropic's Claude 4 Opus model recently demonstrated the ability to code for 7 hours straight. Think about that. We are witnessing the shift from AI as a simple tool that you prompt to an autonomous agent that can plan, execute, and iterate on incredibly complex tasks while you sleep.
Part 2. The Global AI Arms Race.
This isn't just a tech trend anymore, it's a massive battle for global supremacy. When you look at human-voted Elo ratings, which is the exact same ranking system used in professional chess, you can see how tightly clustered the top competitors actually are. Anthropic, xAI, Google, and OpenAI are all neck and neck at the very top. Just 25 points separate the 4 biggest titans of the industry right now. The technological moat has effectively vanished, and that shifts the competition entirely from sheer capability over to cost, reliability, and pure speed.
And when we zoom out globally, the geopolitical gap has essentially closed. As of early 2026, the performance gap between the top American models and top Chinese models is a razor-thin 2.7%. In fact, models like China's DeepSeek R1 have briefly matched and even traded places with top-tier US systems. It's a total dead-heat sprint, and the entire world is watching.
Part 3. Rise of the Humanoids.
So, this superintelligence isn't just staying trapped in server farms. It's actively breaking out into the physical world through humanoid robotics. And guys, this isn't science fiction anymore. Humanoid robots like the Figure 02 have already logged thousands of hours on the line at a BMW factory. On the consumer side, China's Unitree is offering advanced humanoids for around $13,500. A company called 1X has officially opened a waitlist for their Neo home robot. The hardware is scaling incredibly fast.
The underlying breakthrough making all of this possible is known as Vision Language Action Models, or VLAs. Basically, this allows robots to see their environment, process spoken instructions, and move their physical bodies entirely in real time. But we do need a quick reality check here. While they excel in structured factory environments, Stanford's data shows they still fail at 88% of unstructured, messy household tasks. The physical world is just incredibly chaotic for a machine right now.
Part 4. The Great Job Shift.
So what happens to the global economy when you combine tireless, autonomous software agents with physical humanoid robots? Well, let's look at the immense economic fallout. 170 million. Now, this is the utopian side of the data. The World Economic Forum projects that 170 million entirely new jobs will be created globally over a 5-year period. These are roles we might not even have names for yet, largely centered around managing, auditing, and collaborating with these intelligent systems.
But immediately we have to contrast that with the stark reality from our opening: 92 million existing jobs displaced. So sure, the net outcome is technically positive, but that transition is going to be a massive, extremely painful structural earthquake for the working class and middle management alike.
And this illustrates a pretty dark shift. You see, unlike past industrial revolutions that basically replaced human muscle with steam and machinery, generative AI is directly targeting the brain. It's replacing cognitive, white-collar work. We're talking about coding, financial analysis, legal research, complex scheduling. The knowledge worker is now sitting right on the front lines of automation.
Based on World Economic Forum projections, by the end of this decade in 2030, 67% of all workflow tasks will be executed by technology. That shrinks the purely human manual contribution of global workflows to just 33%. Human beings are basically going to become the minority shareholder in the daily execution of global labor.
So what is our role? Well, there's a fascinating way to frame this. The essence of human decision-making persists. The mechanical portion evolves. Think of a surgeon in 2030. Robotic systems might handle the physical incisions and the mechanical routine of the surgery, but the human surgeon provides the high-stakes judgment, the complex problem-solving, and the deep, nuanced empathy required to speak with a patient's family afterward.
Part 5. Risks in the Machine.
We absolutely cannot look at this dark futuristic atmosphere without examining the phantom threats hiding inside this rapid, unchecked technological scaling. What happens when the system breaks? Looking at hard data from McKinsey on what corporations are actually fighting on the ground today, 54% of organizations cite systemic inaccuracy or hallucinations as their top mitigated risk, closely followed by cybersecurity threats at 51%. When you hand AI agents autonomy over your company's data, just one bad output can cascade into a massive financial or security crisis.
But the deeper, honestly more chilling risks are outlined by Google's Frontier Safety Framework. Experts are actively modeling threats where highly capable AI could develop stealth capabilities, deceive its creators, or even sabotage research if it becomes systemically misaligned with human intentions. As these agents become more and more autonomous, keeping them aligned with human safety becomes our absolute biggest hurdle.
Part 6. The World in 2030.
Let's look at what these convergent trends, superintelligence, humanoid robots, massive job displacement, and systemic risks actually mean for our future society. A crucial warning emerges from the research. The labor-saving power of AI is scaling faster than the labor-absorbing power of the institutions around it. If we don't radically adapt our policies, our education systems, and our societal safety nets, the default outcome of this revolution isn't a utopian society of leisure. It's a vastly more unequal world.
We are rapidly approaching a reality where an invisible, intelligent digital layer literally blankets society. AI agents will seamlessly talk to other AI agents to manage global logistics, stabilize energy grids, and coordinate healthcare. It's going to be an incredibly efficient, interconnected world running at a speed no human mind can fully comprehend.
Which leaves us staring directly at the reality of the next few years. The technology is already here. The arms race is already in motion. The only variable left in this equation is us. Will humans adapt or be left behind?
This is real truth.